Alrighty. And those of you on YouTube may notice the new logo's up.
Yay.
All right, wonderful. Looks like we are live. Good evening and welcome to the Tuesday, September 9th board meeting. I will call the meeting to order at 7 p.m. If you check the description of the meeting, you can find a link to the agenda for the evening if you would like to follow along. You will also find a link to the attendance form if you would like your attendance for watching this meeting live to count towards voting rights. Please fill that out and put a greeting in the chat so that we can see that you're here. Then to begin our agenda, we're going to recap our off-cycle board actions. We did go ahead and vote to confirm the new rental request policy, so we need to ratify that vote now. So can I get a second? All right, and then all in favor of ratifying.
Don't forget your little icon.
Digital hand. Beautiful. All right, wonderful. Thank you very much. The rental policy is now in effect, and we will get it posted on the website and shortly,
Get your
soon.
little icon.
Then any planned discussions from parties or partners? No, there are none. So then we will go into our coordinator updates and we will start with finance. Go ahead, Jeanette.
Hello. So our current balance in our checking account is $332,773.33. In our education fund or savings fund, we have $3,098.50. And in the community fund, we have $14,507.87 in our balances as of today. Thank you.
And then do you want to just touch on it's like end of fiscal year?
I mean, if the reminder, if there's any more receipts for the last con cycle, if you can submit them to the treasurer at animedetour.com address. Otherwise, our fiscal year will close at the end of September. And then we start a new cycle. And then all those receipts will start for the next year.
Yay.
So thank you.
All right. Then we'll go ahead and go over to Anime Detour.
All right. JC actually has to be a parent tonight, so I'm standing in for him here. Big detour event announcement would be budgets are due next week for all our departments. What this means for all of you all is after next week, the chair team's going to meet and go over everybody's budget, do our whole thing, so that ahead of your next meeting, we should have a finalized budget to submit to you. You should see that in email. I won't give you a timetable just because we don't have our meeting set up, but sometime before your next meeting, so you can go over it, hit us back with any questions, and hopefully do the approval process unless there's anything glaringly out of the ordinary there. Second thing is, I know we have been going over our staff handbook policies. I'd hope to have it done here by this week. Myself and Buttons are going over it. Unfortunately, work's been kind of kicking us both around a little bit, so we're a little behind on that. But we should have the handbook reviewed by the end of this week, and mostly just do a little bit of touch-up updates, make sure everything's still in line with what it needs to be, and if anything needs to be changed, we'll get submissions through and notify everybody on that. Finally, just I know some of our outreach stuff to kind of hit on. We've got the Fathom events, which are going well, that are coming up, and well, we've got the Brew Pub event on the 20th, but I suppose I'll leave that to the rest of you since it's more your thing than a detour thing here. So otherwise, that's our big announcements here. Unless anybody's got anything for us, I'll back down. Good. All right. I'll let y'all
Sounds perfect. Okay. Then next up would be charities. So I'm gonna cover that. I don't think we have a lot going on. I know the dogs are barking and it's really distracting. I know we still need to work on getting the charitable giving done that we went over a couple months ago. So I think Nick and I will probably try and get that spreadsheet taken care of so Jeanette can process it. I just told Nick that, so it's fine. We'll get it done. And then we did just get an email. I just forwarded it to everyone like today from JASM for the Mondale Scholarship Gala. I know last year JC and I did attend that gala in person, and then one of the things that we did is I think we offered up tickets as part of the to be in the silent auction. So I feel like we should at the very least do the tickets again. I would have loved to have our charities coordinator go, but he has stepped back a little bit, and I don't know if he would be available to go to an event in November. So we might need to see if someone else wants to go. I could go again, but I'm not that good at schmoozing. So
That's the bane of all of our existence.
we're a bunch of
What
introverts on this panel.
um, oh, it's November 15th?
Yeah. I feel like last year it was in December, but I could just be remembering
No,
it.
I'm pretty sure it was in November last year too. I'm just trying
Okay.
to see if I even have anything going on that weekend.
Mhm.
I do not. I could potentially go.
Okay.
No guarantees though. I'll have to double check a couple things first.
Yeah. Oh, Michaela could help. Michaela, that would be wonderful. All right, we will talk. Like this email just came through a couple days ago, and I just forwarded it to everyone yesterday because I forgot to forward it to everyone. Or I mean, like an hour ago, not yesterday. So we will figure that out. I think it's something we should participate in because we like being a part of JASM, so it's fun.
Yeah.
Then there's nothing else for charities that anyone can think of, right? No. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and go on to communications with Michaela.
Howdy. I don't have really anything new to update. We've just been doing a lot of communications for the events that are coming up in September. There's a lot going on. Special events can talk about that in a little bit. But Bruce, thank you very much for getting the updated logo on the YouTube channel. I think that was the last thing we had to get switched over.
Yay! Okay, wonderful. So then we will go ahead and move on to special events with Allie.
Hello. I do have things going on, yes. So what we've got on the agenda coming up fast. We've got the Brewery Day at Brewhaven. For those who are already in the special events group, I literally just sent you the sign up form to help out with the table there, because we do get a table as part of our deal for helping out with that. I will let that go out to the greater ATC staffing group after everyone gets kind of their first dibs for the people who signed up for special events specifically. We will also probably have some need for some volunteers to help out with the event. I'm waiting to hear back on that, and we'll put that out as I get that information. We also have the awesome jigsaw puzzle competition coming up the 27th, so week after that. To have a little bit of information on that, is pretty much going to be man a table for a few hours, so it won't be too much
Put
of a
puzzles
thing.
together.
What's that?
Put a puzzle together.
We can put a puzzle together. Yeah, we've got one person signed up for morning. We need probably 2 people per each setup. So if anyone can help out with that.
What date is that on again?
That is on the 27th.
Is that also on the meeting?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I thought.
It's the same day as the meeting.
Okay.
Yep,
But I think it might be over before the meeting starts, but don't, that could be wrong.
It's also one of the many days that I'm going to be working out at Fest, so unfortunately I can't do it myself. I would love to. It sounds like fun. But I need to go help sell pockets. But we got that going on. We have Anime Fargo. We could use at least one more person for the table there.
Yes, please don't let Buttons go by herself.
But Buttons cannot be unsupervised. Please go and supervise Buttons. That will be the 26th through the 28th, so that same weekend. And let's see, do we have anything else? Oh, that's right. You just sent me the emails for ToshoCon. I haven't had a chance to look at that.
Yeah.
quite yet, but
So basically, so we funded ToshoCon a while ago, and they did give us a date, and then like everything kind of evaporated. What happened was, as everyone might have heard on the news, like the city's computer systems got hacked, so like they just couldn't really do anything for a long time. So they canceled the ToshoCon, but have rescheduled it for October 4th. Um, so we should be able to just have a table there to represent Detour. We could also help out if we wanted to, like help them. It just said, do you want to help volunteer? Like, well, in what capacity? Maybe. I don't know if we have any other events on October 4th. I don't think so, but I could be wrong.
I don't think we have anything that day.
No.
I once again have something else I'll be at, so I will not be able to make that one either. These things need to be on dates that I've not previously committed to. I'll go to them. But I will get that up into the special events server shortly so that we have the information on that out there too for anyone who wants to help out with that. As always, we're definitely looking for more people to actually join the staff directly. If you want to just kind of dip your toes in, a lot of these things after people take their first dibs over in the special events server will be available to general ATC staff, so that includes Detour staff. And that can be a good way to kind of dip your toes in, see how you feel about the idea of helping out with that. And if you enjoy it, feel free to fill out the form and join the actual team. You get to do really cool trips and stuff when you're not, stuck on something else and not able to go because the scheduling didn't work. We'll get to go to something soon. I think that sums it up for me. Oh yeah, and we did have Oban last month. Went awesome. Got a little wet at the end, but that was okay. We survived. Got our new event tent. It looked great. Kept us dry until we had to get out from under it to put it away. And yeah, we also had a small team that went to ExcaliburCon, and sounds like that went awesome too.
Yep.
So thank you to, was it Hope and Spencer?
Yep.
Hope and Spencer, thank you both of you for taking that on and making that awesome. And I believe that's everything for me now. So come join the team. We're fun. We do fun things. I'm trying to find more fun things for us to do. Give me suggestions.
I think you're busy enough, honestly. Can't show up to any of the stuff that we have already.
See, that's why we gotta schedule it when I'm not busy.
I guess that's fair. Okay. So then we on the agenda have a 15-minute break, but we can vote to skip that if you would like to skip that. Can I get a second? Yeah, okay. All in favor of skipping? Let's skip. Woo, beautiful. Okay. Then, as many of you might have heard, an Anime Detour staff member passed away. He was on the tabletop team. His name was Jordan. And we did receive a request from his department head DJ to see about doing something for his family. The request was very non-specific, and we have kind of been discussing what we can do. I know that we cannot donate something from the community fund because the community fund is specifically for non-staffers, but that doesn't mean it can't just come out of our normal budget if we wanted to do so. did anyone have any thoughts that we wanted to talk?
I just don't know how to best go about it in support of his family. I have no problems doing something. I just don't know how best to do it. Is the hard part. So I'm not sure. We could probably ask DJ, see if maybe the family has like some sort of crowdfunding something or another. Do we know if they do? I doubt it, but
Yeah, I hadn't heard anything. It's just the email was like, many unexpected expenses for his loved ones, and he's maybe looking at running a card tournament in memoriam. But I mean, yeah, like in my mind, I guess what I went to, I'm like, yeah, funerals are expensive. We could give them a donation to maybe help offset some of those funeral costs, if we wanted to do that. Um,
What we could do, if he does a card tournament to raise money for funeral costs, we could donate
Mhm.
badges or something to be raffled off at the tournament or support him indirectly that way.
right.
mhm.
Um,
Well, I think we can reach out to DJ and ask if the family, well, if the family would appreciate, or I'm sure they would, but I don't want to necessarily go, hey, we've got something for you, and the family's going to be like, no, thank you. So double check on that front, and if they are okay with something coming from us, I'm asking them how best they would appreciate the support. Because I know, like my job when my mother passed away unexpectedly did a gift card to some sort of subscription where they paid for meals, um like a x amount of meals that we could redeem to help offset that, so we didn't have to worry about thinking about that sort of thing. But again, I don't know what Jordan's family would want. So I think we should follow up before we commit to anything. Not that I want to do something. I just need to make sure that we do it in the way that we can do it, and then also in the way that the family would appreciate.
Sure. Okay. All right. I will, once we're done with our meeting for the night, I will shoot another email off to DJ to let him know. Then the next thing we have on the agenda is general policy review. I know we worked on that during the meeting some last time, and I know Hope went through and cleaned up some of the policies. Do we want to try to work on more, or just get what we've got done uploaded to the website and keep working on it offline?
I think that we could just go ahead and update the ones that we kept, and update those to the website so that they look like the rest of it. And then, since we don't, if I remember correctly, we can't necessarily like move the old things to the bottom. Was there an issue with the programming?
Yeah, it's just not really set up that way. It's sorted by date, and if we don't want to take the date off.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. So then, since we can't
Oh.
necessarily,
yeah.
What?
Like I think we can strike through the old ones
Right.
like we've
Yeah.
done in the past.
Until we can
Yeah.
figure out if there's a different way to do it. But yeah,
Yeah.
because there's only a small, like small handful of things that we need to potentially review or create a new format for.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that's something that can be done in the off cycle, since they're already on the website. We're not necessarily changing those policies per se, and if we do, then we'll address it next month. But unless anybody else has any other ideas, I don't see any issue with just updating what we've changed, formatting wise at least.
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
Do we need to put that to a motion?
Might as well.
Okay, I'll second it.
Okay. Motion to update the formatting of the policies on the website. All in favor? Fun. Beautiful. Okay. Wonderful. So then the next thing we have is open session. So if any members of the community have any business they wish to discuss, please put it in the chat. And we will hang out for a little bit to see if anything comes in. Upcoming policies is we do still need to finish going over the general policies and then figure out, kind of hammer in what we want to do for board training. Like we've all taken very basic board training at this point, but we are looking to try and get a little bit more specialized ones. But then budgets were due, and I went to the state fair. Like, there's a lot happening in the summer, so we'll see.
So far, looks
Like
like nothing coming in chat.
Yeah. Just not sure where they're audio wise. Oh, my stream for some reason is way behind.
It's like I shouldn't be lagging that bad.
Yeah. Well, I just looked up at it and it was like Allie was talking, and I'm like, well, that's not right. I was like, oh, I'm 10 minutes behind for some reason. Okay. Now I think we're caught up. Okay. So I don't see anything in open session. And that is the end of our agenda for the evening. So I will go ahead and motion to adjourn the meeting for the evening, 7:22.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Have a great September. See you next month.